Всем привет, играет Родя. Продолжаем проходить эпоху драконов 2. У нас клеймо убийцы.
You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Kunari.
Well, there was that business with the mage, but the champion stopped that from turning into a bigger mess than it already was.
And yet we had Orlesians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Talis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Talis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Talis.
And of course, there's no one.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
Maybe he got lost. I get lost all the time. Usually I just change where I'm going.
Feels like an ambush.
Why? It's not always an ambush. All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there he is. Today, you die, my friend.
Oh!
Kill her! Kill all of them!
Well, what are you waiting for?
Who the blazes is that? No one! What a waste!
I'm not gonna make it!
Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
I appreciate your help.
I doubt you needed it, but you're quite welcome. My name is Talus, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Looking for the man who has an invitation to Chateau Haine, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. Don't you remember? You said your mother received some letter from an Orlesian duke.
That would have been for Lord and Lady Amel. They'd expect nobility.
That would be Duke Prosper de Montfort, member of the Orlesian aristocracy, and a man who hosts a fine salon. Or so I hear.
Let me guess. This isn't just a social call.
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
And you want us to help you?
Well, stealing from Orlesians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
What makes you think I steal things just because people ask me to?
I may have talked you up a bit. Maybe more than once.
Wonderful.
What? It's not like I'm exaggerating. Much.
All I've heard is that you get things done. I'm hoping that's true.
Чё будет?
I imagine if we did this, it'd be together, wouldn't it?
That's the idea. Or did you have something else in mind?
I just think we should get to know one another.
I think I'd like that.
So, tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Haine. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
What are we going to do about all these dead crows?
I think the street sweepers clean them up eventually.
That really doesn't make me feel better.
The jewel we're after is called the Heart of the Many.
Interesting name.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps. Protected by a private army of Orlesian chevaliers. All inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by monsters.
And dressed as deers, Prosper.
When is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone. You'll know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
I'm here by invitation. Would you tell your master that I've arrived?
Ah, Master Ho. Allow them through. They are my guests. Please excuse Kahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms. Also, I am told.
A chasing? Here?
Ah, yes. You are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know these people.
They traded in Lothering sometimes. My family never had a problem with them.
See that, Kahir? Now you have someone to speak to. It's so very chatty, let me tell you. And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
And I see you brought assistance, already armed and armored. Wonderful. I must say, your presence is a surprise. The Amels were friends of my mother's, but we haven't seen your family at a hunt for ages.
I was more interested in meeting the Duc de Montfort in person.
Oh, well, there is no better opportunity. At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others, yes?
I don't think I've ever encountered a wyvern before.
And why would you? There are exceptional beasts, magnificent cousins to the mighty dragon. My only advice? Beware their poison. It's the deadliest thing about them, as well as the most valuable.
Their poison is valuable.
Indeed. From it can be brewed Aquae Lucidius, a libation adored even by the Empress herself.
You'd think she'd be against drinking poison, on principle.
Her Imperial Majesty's many things, careful not being one of them. But here you are wasting valuable time on questions. Do you wish the others to beat you to the prize?
It will be an interesting diversion, I'm sure.
Good luck to you, my lord. Remember, fortune favors the bold.
Don't tempt fate. Make sure you are properly armed before you set out.
We'd best get underway before some blighted noble hurts himself.
You have come a long way to join our Duke, Sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
Death is always the result, then?
Depending on exposure, it may take days. But yes, death is always the outcome if the poison isn't treated.
Since people hunt these creatures successfully, I imagine there's a trick to learn.
Ah, there are many tricks. It is best not to face the beasts head-on. Flank them. Blind them if you can.
I have no doubt this will be a challenge, but I'm sure it's a worthy one.
May Andraste keep you safe. If you fail to avoid the venom completely, there are treatments. A distillation of herbs, equal parts, drake vein, Andraste's mantle, and winterberry, can counteract the poison. May the Maker's luck grace your hunt. Be safe, Sarah.
Please, stop making such a fuss.
So these are the hunting grounds. We just need to look for signs and be careful. We get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is?
That's where the jewel is.
Sylvain! Here, boys! Have you seen a pair of coursers? I've been calling and calling, but it is no use. Nicodemus should know better. But Sylvain never had an ounce of sense in his head.
Slow down and tell me what happened.
My hounds have disappeared. They took off after a stag, and the Maker only knows where they've gotten to now. Please, you must help me find them.
If I see your dogs, I'll let you know.
May Andraste guide you.
Sylvain! Dinner time!
A lot of blood. Would that be prey, or from a wyvern itself?
I've heard they fight for dominance. Can't be gentle.
Maybe we can use some to draw out rivals.
Paul, have you ever thought about planting a garden?
At Gamlen's house? You don't think that would be cruel to the plants?
Things seem so grim all the time. You could use a few flowers.
invigorating, but I doubt that was the point of the hunt.
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, we might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory.
Good thought. Do that.
Added to what we have already, is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt. That altar is very old and creepy. I told you not to mess around with it.
Line them up for me! I'll deal with this! And all I'll be able to do is bullshit them.
That altar is very old and creepy. I told you. Around is very old and creepy. I wouldn't... I told you not to mess around with it!
Just give me a second here.
Don't you?
Завалили все.
Get back here. I'm told weavers roost into trees. Perhaps you can shake them?
You want to just stand back and watch? Should be good for a few laughs.
Just ignore them.
Do we really wish to draw such a creature to us?
You'd think none of them had ever been on a hunt before.
Interesting.
Is that... wyverns mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes. I can try that.
Found something. hint of the beast! After it!
There is something in there. A nest, perhaps.
Andraste's name were those?
Ghasts. Cave creatures. They don't come out on the surface much, however.
Hungry for hunters, perhaps?
Oh, blessed Andraste, thank you. I thought I'd die out here. I've been trapped here since last night.
Were you injured? Why were you out here?
The gas that chased me here got a few scratches in. But I'll heal. The truth told, I'm not looking for the Wyvern. I'm a scholar from Cumberland, researching an Avar cult that once lived here. They worship the Lady of the Skies to the exclusion of all other gods. I'm searching for their shrine.
I think I've been to your shrine. There were nothing but angry spirits at the site.
Nothing else? Pity. I had hoped. Oh, well. The rumors say they were driven from their last refuge. They left a great treasure in the goddess's keeping. But the mountain has defeated me. Please, take my research and see if you can do anything with it. I will try to make it back to camp. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Don't you think wyvern is a strange word? It's like a cross between a wife and a sister.
The sooner we get the hunt over with, the sooner we'll be at the chateau to finish this.